Hello, everybody. It's 3 o'clock and it's time for me to share some stuff with you. Welcome to my space. My name's Emily, and at the moment this is my bedroom. It's a little strange. Maybe the nicest bedroom I've ever had. But before I tell you about that, I would like to acknowledge and pay my deep respect to the traditional owners and custodians of the land and the country that we meet on today. And I would also like to express my very sincere gratitude to Mona and everybody here, and David. G'day, David. It's really nice to see you. I can't really understate what I feel about being here. This is called Emily Sanzaro's Room of Dreams, and it really is that. This is a project. It was an idea that I had to combine my sleep life with my creative life. You know, I play the harp, I sing, I make music. It's kind of all happened by accident. I sort of had another life before becoming a working musician. So, you know, that's sort of one side of things. But on the other hand, I have a sleep disorder. I'm a regular sleepwalker, sleep talker, but in a way that really impacts quite negatively on my life. I have lots of terrors. And it's just, I don't know, like a hyper reality of extreme feelings. And I'd really love to be able to change it or somehow alter it or turn it into a superpower ultimately would be really great. Anyway, so here I am, had this crazy idea that it would be great to sleep here and to document that process. So we've got a live stream going most of the time that's really less about voyeurism and more about me understanding what I'm actually doing and being able to look back at whether I've walked or anything during the night, but literally nothing has happened during the night. It's like the ultimate slow entertainment of a 40-something-year-old woman in ugly pajamas going to bed and going to sleep. But it's surprising, isn't it? You know, you start out a project thinking, oh yeah, you know, I can do this. I'm gonna have no problems and all this interesting stuff's gonna happen, and then it takes you by surprise. And I think that's the great thing about it, being unable to actually define what it is. But it turns out I'm making lots of discoveries along the way because it's been quite scary. I'm not going to lie. I love this place. I feel very safe and comfortable here. But being here at night alone is a bit of a different thing. I feel rationally like it's great. It's fine. I know I'm not under threat. But what I do have to fear is in my mind. And it's been really good, actually, facing up to that. Does anybody have any questions about what this is and what it's all about before I move on and play some things? Feel free to ask me. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The wall of words here. I feel like this is actually the most powerful thing for me in this process. So I initially intended that I would write my dreams up here, but for the first week and a half, I couldn't even remember my dreams at all. I usually can remember them very vividly. So, yeah, there's obviously some kind of subconscious situation going on there, you know, because I really want to know them. For some reason, I can't access them. So it's ended up being a place where I can just write down what I'm feeling, experiences and emotions, which have really been quite intense. I can't really explain the intensity of it. You know, normally I'm at home with my family, with my kids. So just sort of simple things that have surprised me, like just being alone, the dark, you know, having just this to focus on, transitions between being at home and being here, have all just really surprised and challenged me. So yeah, I've just really been writing all of those things up. So behind all of those words, there's quite a lot of meaning for me. But yeah, I can't wait to see what it's going to look like at the end. I'm nearly halfway through, but I don't think there'll be a lot of room left at the end. Yeah. All right, I've been very much focusing on original work, composition, and so on while I've been here. In my usual gigging life, I play a lot of songs written by other people in my own way. And I was reflecting on that and really, yeah, have been shying away or consciously not playing other people's work. But I decided to just treat myself with a cover, which I've just worked on yesterday. And I'm going to start us off with it today. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's a song about sleep. There's not that many popular songs about sleep that are out there, particularly about nightmares. There's lots of songs about I dream of my lover, but there's not that many songs about nightmares. But the one that really came to my mind was this one. I've wanted to learn it for a while, so here it is. And it's by Metallica.
Say your prayers, little one, don't forget, my son, to include everyone. Tuck you in, warmth within, keep you free from sin, till the Sandman, he comes. Sleep with one eye open. Grip the pillow tight. Something's wrong, shut the light. Heavy thoughts tonight, and they aren't of snow white. Dream of war, dream of liars, dream of dragons, fire, and of things that will bite. Things that will bite. Exit light. Exit light. Enter night. Take my hand. Off to never, Neverland. Exit light, enter night, take my hand, off to never, Neverland. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I pray my soul to take exit and take my hand. Hush, little baby. say a word. Never mind that noise you heard, it's just the beasts on the dirt bed in your closet. In your head, in your
I've wanted to learn that song for years. I really had fun with that. Metallica, they had a lot of good songs. All right, so let me just take a momentary sip. So now I'd like to play some stuff that I've made while I've been here. And the first thing that I'd like to do is a song about home. So this is a song that I wrote when I came in week 2, and I was just feeling so strongly the contrast between being here, which I kind of in a way feel like a kind of home. I've spent a lot of time here and I just love being here. I'm very inspired and energized by it. But then obviously home is different again. But comparing the sense of being at home and being comforted by people that I love and so on, and also the sense of light. I've really struggled with the dark in here at night, particularly in the gallery where you guys are sitting, and having to walk through that darkness to get to the bathroom, because I have to walk through the gallery to get to the loo in the night. And I found it really scary to start with. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, I'm 41. I thought I'd be fine with the dark, but I'm not at all. But yeah, just the light at the end was a very comforting thing. So this is a very wholesome song, but I really like it, and it's called Wrap Me in Your Warmth.
me in your warmth, wrap me in your light. I don't wanna be alone. I don't think I realized how much that I love home. I don't wanna be alone. I wanna feel the wind on my skin. I wanna see the sky. Beacon of light, a comfort in the night. Comfort in the night. Let me feel the warmth, let me feel the light. I'll no longer be alone. Let me see the glow open up my eyes. I'm okay to be alone. I can feel the wind on my skin. I'm reaching to the sky. Beacon of light, comforting the night.
Oh, home. Very lucky to have a home where I feel safe and comforted. That's not lost on me. What a big deal that is, actually. Okay. Does anybody have any questions, comments, anything at this point before I move on? No? Okay. Now I get to decide what I'm going to play next. I come into these performances really with no plan at all. For me, music's sort of all about mood, and so I like to just not decide in advance and wait and see what I feel like doing. All right, I might try something quite improvised now. I had a little experiment today with making something that didn't use the harp, because it's very tempting just to always gravitate to this because it's so lusciously gorgeous and I love it. But also, you know, when you're sort of in a place making stuff every day, it's fun to just explore different ways. And I play the violin. So the violin was the first instrument that I started on when I was 5. And it's a good instrument, you know. I really respect a good violin player, of which I'm not one. I never really put the time in. I never really felt much passion for it, although it is obviously very beautiful when played well. But I was experimenting with the violin today and how to make something, and I came up with this. I feel like it's just the seed of an idea. What I ultimately would like to do is write a song about the house of hair around the corner. So if you've explored this gallery, you'll see that. It has a French name. My French isn't good. Maison et cheveux, something like that. So it's a house that's made of human hair. I've been trying to understand it. It's been creeping the heck out of me at night, or it was early on. You know, it's all in my head. I know it's just a thing. It's an object with human hair on it. And initially the idea of it having human hair, oh, that's so creepy. But we're surrounded by human hair. It's already dead when it comes out. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is already dead. What difference does it make that it's on an object? You know, I have a ponytail extension made of human hair. That's not scary. Why is the house of hair scary? But I was thinking about it and trying to understand more about the work and the artist who made it and why they made it. And I spoke to the gallery attendant today just to try and understand the story of it better. And it sounds like part of the idea around it, as far as I understand, is that there's some kind of tradition somewhere, I can't remember where, somewhere over on the other side of the world, where there's this tradition of cutting a lock of hair from a loved one when they die. But that's now fallen out of favour, and it's now weird to do stuff with people's hair in our culture now. I don't know if anyone that works here who understands that work, whether I've interpreted that correctly. Anyway, I don't know. But essentially, it's a house, it's covered in hair. But the problem that I have with it is the light stays on it all the time, but everything else in here is dark at night. So I've got to walk past that thing and it glows and it just has an effect on me. And then somebody told me this morning that for some inexplicable reason, the door on it opened. I don't know if anybody can tell me anything more about this. I didn't even know it had a door. Anyway, I just feel a strange vibe about it. Would it be paranormal? No, I don't really believe in paranormal stuff, and I don't feel any threatening vibes by it, but it's just something that draws me to it. I feel like if I was to sleepwalk here, maybe that's where I'd go. I just feel a curiosity about it. But anyway, I'm trying to kind of write a song about it or a composition about it, and I'm imagining all the voices that go with the hair, you know, like all of the whispered voices. And when I think about my dreams, often my sleep talks are whispered and not intelligible. So I'm thinking about that too. So yeah, they're all the thoughts, the random rambling thoughts that are going on in my head. So we'll see where this one goes. I don't know what it is yet, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know what that was. The House of Hair and what it means to me. Let's call it that. Okay. Whew. What am I going to do now? I'm going to play another song. Thank you so much for coming, guys. I know there are ferries and a museum full of amazing things that you need to see, so do please feel free to come and go. I'm going to play a song that I wrote. I can't remember what day I wrote this song, but it's another one with lyrics. I'm trying to really get into an uncomfortable space for me by writing some lyrics to some songs. Not all songs need lyrics, but it's something I'm trying to get better at. And for me, this was sort of inspired. I had a moment where I was really feeling in my power and feeling like, yeah, I feel strong, and it's just such a process. I've been so surprised at how kind of process-driven this has become. You know, I came in thinking, yeah, I'm just going to compose all this stuff, and at the end I'll have this body of work and it'll be really great. And, you know, hopefully that might happen, but sort of become less about that and more just about living this incredibly unique experience, which, yeah, it's hard to explain how profound that actually is for me. But yeah, this is about the journey that I have been on, and it's called I'm on a Road. Just going to apply a little bit of blue tack to my harp momentarily. If you have a question you'd like to ask me whilst I do that, feel free to call it out. Yeah. Did I design the harp? Oh, I wish I could say that. Do you mean like the wood that I chose, or just the harp in general as an instrument? No. So this instrument, I mean, the harp is an ancient instrument in terms of its origins. So there are many cultures that had a version of a harp, you know, like a tri-framed thing with strings of some kind. Yeah, obviously the natural one that springs to mind is the Celtic cultures, but then also, you know, Middle Eastern cultures, and yeah, many cultures had forms of harp, but then they've developed in different ways in those different cultures. And so this modern harp is a French invention, and it has pedals that you use with your feet to access different notes. So you can access all of the notes of our, you know, our scale that we use, you know, the Western scale. But you can't get them all the time. It's not like a piano where they're just in front of you and you can use them whenever you want. You have to adjust the pedal position to get them. So, yeah, I can't remember what year it was officially invented, like 18 something or other. Lonnie, can you remember? I can never remember. I'm bad with dates. But yeah, a guy called somebody or other, Erard, invented the pedal harp. And then it became, you know, enshrined in orchestral playing. And, you know, the harp is interesting. It's so steeped in what we expect from it. You know, I think often you mention the word harp and people think of angels and heavenly cascades. It's, you know, brings that to mind. And there's something about the sound of it, right? You know, it is very ethereal and very emotive. But yeah, short answer is no, I did not invent it. But I did come up with this idea to put the harp here and to do it in this way. And very luckily, David agreed that it was a good idea. Thanks for that. Very pleased. You're shaking your head. Why? I think it is. I don't know. There's moments where I've thought, good Lord, why the heck am I doing this? Yeah, it hasn't felt like it's lucky it was my idea, because then in the difficult times I can push through. If it wasn't my idea, I think it would probably be a lot harder to take. Yeah. Anyway, I've got my blue tack in place now. So the reason I've put this on is just to mute the strings. It just sounds cool. I think I've put that in the right place. No, I need a few more. Any other questions? I love taking questions from the floor. I just like to ramble, really. I talk too much. Thanks for joining me here, by the way. I appreciate you making the choice to be here when there's so much wonderful diversion to be had. All right. Okay, last song. Thanks for sticking it out with me this afternoon. This is my favourite original song. It's called Awaken. I wrote it quite a long time ago, actually. One of the first things that I wrote. And I really like playing it. It makes me feel good. Thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure. If you've got the capacity to stick around, there will be a performance up in the Nolan at 4 o'clock called Vibration Navigation. Can highly recommend going to check that out. And if you want to have a chat to me, ask any questions or come for a talk afterwards, please feel free. I'm here for another 3 weeks and yeah, we'll see what happens. You can watch the live stream if you're interested. Again, you know, pretty boring watching somebody sleep, but it's on my YouTube channel if you're interested. I'm also sharing little stories and just snippets of how I'm feeling just on my Instagram stories. So if you want to follow along, you can do that. I'm also feeling quite lonely at night. So, you know, if you've got any thoughts, questions, stories that you can tell about your sleep or fears or any of those things, then I'm really keen to hear. It's been a really interesting part of this so far is just hearing other people's experiences, and I'm very interested in that. So, yeah, I'd love to hear it. But thank you so much for joining me today. I've got time. I have to stop playing at 4 because the guy upstairs does stuff at 4, but I can do this for you. Sure. Just a little birthday treat for Zoe. Happy birthday, Zoe. It's fun to lose and to pretend she's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word. Hello, 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 hello. I'm worst at what I do best, and for this gift I feel blessed. How little group has always been and always will be until the end. Hello, 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 hello. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us.
the lights out. It's less dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now. Entertain us. Some you love, an albino, a mosquito.
You're welcome. For you, Zoe. Zoe from Deloraine. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Cheers. Definitely, like there's a sweet spot in about there. Yeah. Yeah, well my pickup is close to that. The pickup is literally like really in the center. Wait, that's so dark. It's a built-in, but yeah, it's just like stuck on, like about there. Like if I get too close to it, I had it factory fitted, but it's just a little like battery active powered pickup that's just blue tapped on. Yeah, it's super simple. Like you can fit them yourself. I've got a friend down here who like drilled a hole in her harp. She did it herself. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either. Yeah. Yes, it's literally just like a super basic pickup. No, no, but the Mini Blue has all of those. Yeah, no, it's just a single, super simple pickup. It's a beautiful harp. I really just struck it lucky because I ordered it new. They made it. Like I took a risk to buy a harp. It's a Prestige. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's just the instrument does it all, right? Like it's just.